Hi friends, today I'm going to take you all the way down way south of Earth, which is Antarctica. And we are going to look at some of the animals down there, and we are going to make an Antarctica scenery today. In Antarctica, nobody lives down there. And well, some scientists live down there to study for maybe a year or so, the most. And only sometimes visitors come, usually around December to January, to February, because that is the month of the year that's considered summer. And so their season is a little bit different from ours at a different time because they are in the southern hemisphere. The other half of Earth, we live in the northern hemisphere. So our summer days are a little bit different from theirs, okay? So that's why their winter is different from our time when we have winter. So when we have winter, they have summer. It looks like when we have summer, they have winter. And then in Antarctica, mostly animals live there, especially the penguin right there with the baby. That's called the emperor penguin. And then the chin strap penguin, there's not as many that live down there, but there are some different kinds too. And then the seal, there's two kinds that I have here. I have the elephant seal, and then that big whale right there, that's called a killer whale. And so killer whales, they'll come up, they're like they're also kind of like the dolphins. They'll come out and breathe for a little bit, and then they have to go back into they can't stay out too long. The most they can stay out is about an hour, and then the rest of the time they can swim under the water. They usually stay under about 2 hours, but they need to come out and breathe the air, which is on the blowhole on the top of their back. That I'm calling right now is the elephant seal. And so seals like to eat fish, and they also like to eat their own too. If they're in a big fight or something like that, and they don't like each other, they can still eat their own kind as well. And seals love to eat fish, and penguins too, if I haven't said that. And then the killer whales, you know what they love? They love to eat the krills. The krills look like little shrimps. And on the coastline down there, not a lot of fishermen come fishing that way. It's way too far and way too cold, so they hardly come. But if they do, there's lots and lots of shrimp on the close to the ocean line right there, to Antarctica. And they also eat krills, and they also eat penguins as well. So they can catch a little baby swimming along close to the coast. Guess what? They'll grab them for dinner too. And then penguins, a lot of them, they just eat fish. But penguins, the daddies help to take care of the eggs and sit on it while after the mommy lays the eggs, and then she goes to eat. And then she will come back, and they'll switch off with each other. And they do that about 6 times before this baby turns into an adult, and then they can help themselves, okay? So once you're done with that, let's get our blue paper out and let's draw our scenery. In Antarctica, there are it's actually kind of hilly too. So they got mountains too, but it's basically filled with snow. And they're right way down the South Pole, so they're right next to the ocean. So in the ocean, remember the killer whales come there to feed as well. And there's icebergs, giant icebergs that are in the water. So penguins like to go and rest on the icebergs, as well as seals. And see how I'm coloring everything all white, because everything is covered in the snow and ice. Basically, now I'm coloring the ocean, because the ocean is filled with blue water. And so orcas and other whales will come, or killer whales, they will come and enjoy their time there by the ocean, because like I told you, there's lots of krills there and many fish there, so they can come and stay there for a while, and before they come back, migrate this way close to where we live in San Francisco in the Bay Area. So I'm going to put my killer whale right there by the ocean, and he's probably looking for some baby penguins. If they come out to play, he can chomp them down as well. They do have sharp teeth. And so there's that. And then they also have the seals, and I'm going to put my seal too. So don't put too much glue there. And then paste it on. I'm going to leave them in the water because they need to breathe under the water. The water will make air for them. And then the seal is on the iceberg, waiting to see for, maybe baby penguins again, or maybe they're tired from eating, so they're resting. And then the penguins can live on land. And they are also great swimmers, and they do catch fish. So that's what penguins are good at doing. And then once you're done with that, you can take out your snow. Oh, I have one more seal. Where should I put that one? Oh, I used up all the space, huh? Let's move that penguin. And let's move him over there. He's coming out partly out of the water. So he's coming back on shore. So that little penguin better start moving away, or else he'll be somebody's dinner. Okay. And then I also gave you guys cotton to be the snow, so you can glue the snow around the area. Remember, in Antarctica is snow everywhere. Okay, so if you're gonna plan to visit Antarctica, make sure to bring lots of warm clothes, jackets, snow boots. Okay, so I'm putting some on that hill right there next to the penguins. I'm putting some. Oh, I'm making another piece of ice floating in the water. And you can spread the snow everywhere. Okay? So when you're done, tell me about your scenery. Tell me, what are the penguins doing? And what are the whales doing? And the seals? Let me know on Learning Ginny.